mental health check-in. It's currently 6:04 p.m. Central Standard Time. We talk about mental health. We'll give out some numbers. As I will talk about what I'm on here first. But I'm on here at 6 a.m. for waking up Tasha. Then 6 p.m. for the mental health check-in. That's Mondays through Friday. What's up, Joshua Gabriel? How are you doing? What's up, Joshua? How are you doing today? How has your week been? Tomorrow's Friday. It's gonna be cold here. It's gonna be cold here. Get up in the morning. It's gonna be 22 degrees. Yeah, it's gonna be 22 degrees. So it's gonna be here. Thanks for hitting that like button. Thanks for hitting that button. Double tap that screen. I'm also on here Sundays through Saturdays for my silent live. Sunday through Saturdays for my silent lives at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. So that's what I'm here. And I give out a couple of these numbers. What I normally give out for the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration. The phone number is 800 662 4357. That's 800 662 4357. That's for treatment, referral, and information helpline for mental health and our substance use disorders. Joshua, what's going on, Joshua? What's going on? Oh, you don't love. You came in and went out. But for the National Suicide Crisis Lifeline, National Suicide Crisis Lifeline, you can call or text 988. Call or text 988, and that's for support and substance for anyone feeling depressed, overwhelmed, or suicidal. The website is 988lifeline.org. 988lifeline.org. You got the Trevor Project for crisis intervention and suicide prevention services for lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and questioning you. The phone number is 866 488 7386. That's the Trevor Project.org, the Trevor Project.org. And that number again is 866 488 7386. And that's the Trevor Project Lifeline. You got the Rape, Abuse, and Incest National Network, which is RAIN, the Rape, Abuse, and National Rape, Abuse, and Incest National Network. That phone number is 800 656 4673, 800 656 4673, and that's for crisis intervention and suicide prevention services for lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and questioning you. Also, you got that's well, I got that wrong. That was the other one. That's for the Treasure Project, but the Rape, Abuse, and Incest National Network. That's for the National Sexual Assault Hotline. National Sexual Assault Hotline, and number again is 800 656 4673. You got the National Child Abuse Hotline. It's for assistance with information and questions regarding child abuse, and that number is 800 422 4453. 800 422 4453. And the website is childhelphotline.org. Childhelphotline.org. Then you got Love is Respect. That's for peer advocates available to support teens with concerns about dating violence. Love is Respect, and that's for peer advocates available to support teens with concerns about dating violence. And that phone number is 866 331 9474. 866 331 9474. You can text Love Is, it's LOVEIS, Love Is 2. This is the number 22522. You can text Love Is 2 22522, and their website is Love Is Respect Org. Love is respect.org. So I just want to put those numbers out there for anybody who needs it. But like I said, this is the mental health check-in when we talk about mental health and focus on mental health. Make sure everybody's doing well mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally. So how's everybody mental health doing? Make sure you hit that like button as you come in. I don't know who's still Joshua was on here. I don't know if Joshua's still on here. Or this somebody new. But talk about mental health, focusing on mental health, taking care of your mental health, physical health, spiritual health. Mainly focus on spiritual health in the morning. Talk about spirituality, and then talk about what's going on with people spiritually. That's in the mornings for waking up with Tasha at 6 a.m. Central Standard Time. But focus on mental health here. Make sure you're straight mentally. Um, Talking about self care habits. Make sure you take care of yourself um, all the way across the board on all levels. Self care, learning. Some things you can do for self care is learning a subject that fascinates you. Find something that you like, something that you like learning about. I don't know. Um, I don't really have anything. There is stuff that I want to learn, but it costs money to learn stuff. If you it has anything to do with an instrument, a music instrument, you probably have to pay for somebody to teach you. Because I always wanted to play drums, wanted to learn how to play drums in middle school. I played the clarinet. Didn't really learn how to play it because I didn't like it. I was just faking. I was really faking, honestly. When I was in band in sixth grade, sixth, seventh, and eighth grade, I was faking. I stopped in high school because I didn't know how to play. I really didn't know how to play. I think the only really I don't even think I really learned how to play in sixth grade. I was probably faking me into, especially when I got to seventh and eighth grade. I didn't really know what I was doing playing the clarinet because I didn't even want to play it. But my my mom couldn't afford to get anything else, so cost the drums cost more. They were more expensive, so I did learn how to play the drums, which I still want to learn how to play, which I probably will one day, but I don't know when. But yeah, but learning a subject that fascinates you, whether I don't know what fascinates people, but there's nobody out here for me to ask, but learn a subject that fascinates you. That's some a part of self care, doing something that you like, something that you're interested in. Reading books. I I don't know. I was big on reading like health books, self help books. I like reading self help books. I was just at the library the other day. I was telling the lady that was working there, the young lady that was working there, that wanted to try something different, something new. Cause she was reading like romance novels. I ain't really been into like novels and stuff like that. I told her I need to try something new, try something different. Maybe I like it. I don't know what, but thing is, I don't know what I want to read and what I'm interested in. But yeah, stuff like that. Reading books. So if you like reading books, if you don't like reading books, try reading books. Watching inspiring movies that you like. We went to see Avatar. It was like last Sunday. We went this past Sunday. We went to see Avatar, which was a good movie. I like they were long. Those Avatar movies are like really really long. So if you haven't seen it, it was really good. I'm not gonna tell because some people have seen it, but most everybody have. Because when we when we went this past Sunday, there was nobody there, so I think everybody who wanted to see it seen it. The majority of everybody. Now some people don't like crowds, which we don't. I don't like when a lot of people in there because they get to talking. You can't hear stuff. So it was good. There was really nobody in there when we watched Avatar. Went to the movies and watched Avatar. So it was good. It was long, but it was real good. They said two more coming out. Um, hold on, I think it was like 2029 and 2031. So if you don't know it, another Avatar movie is coming out in 2029. Then the next is coming out in 2031. But yeah, watching inspiring movies is good for your have like part of your mental health and doing some like self care practices. Practicing self-compassion. Make sure we're practicing self-compassion and acceptance. Practicing self-compassion and acceptance. Spiritually, going to spiritually, make sure we're praying, attending church, reading our Bible and going to Bible study. I read my Bible, read the whole thing. It was a goal of mine to read the whole Bible. So I read it from front to back and I just started over. Not too long ago, I don't know when it was, but after I read the whole thing, I just reread started rereading the New Testament. So that's what I'm doing now, rereading the New Testament in my Bible. Make sure we're praying, attending church, reading our Bible, or going to Bible study. If you don't like going to church, you always watch live streams. I've been talking about Bishop Darcy Warner in Atlanta, Word of Faith. They stream, I think, twice on Sundays at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and wherever you are, 8 a.m. It's Eastern Standard Time in Georgia where they at. They're on Eastern Time, so it's 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time where they are in Atlanta, and 10 a.m. on Sundays Eastern Standard Time. That's Atlanta time. Let's see. Engage in self care practices. Make sure we're getting enough sleep. Make sure you're getting enough sleep because that can affect your mental health too. Make sure we're getting enough sleep, 7 to 9 hours. 7 to 9 hours. Eat a healthy diet. Eat a healthy diet, which a lot of people struggle with eating healthy. That's why 73% of Americans are either overweight or obese. And I actually looked that up. I seen it on Instagram on one of those little things where they be posting, and I thought it was fake. I always have to double check that stuff I read on Instagram to make sure it's like correct. And then I know it was somebody with talked about those little statistic things what they be having on Instagram, but and how they say they never say who did the study, but sometimes they do. If you go down, if you hit it below, my lips are dry. If you hit it below the picture, it is it has like a whole link. It tells about it and it tells who studies it. So they actually do tell who studies it, and then how they get the statistics and how they figure it out. So I just you just gotta read. Some people just look at the picture and just go on about their business. They don't read what it says below. And then if it don't say it, you can always Google it. You can always Google it and find out how they come up with the statistics. But that 73% of Americans being either overweight or obese, that was true. That it is 73% of Americans are either overweight or obese. I googled it, checked it out, so that it is true. So we gotta make sure we're eating healthy, living right, enough sleep, working out. Make sure we're getting enough exercise in, exercising regularly, 3 to 5 days a week. Some people talking about they every day. I do 5 days a week, and I think five is good. I used to do six. I might start back doing six, but if I do six, I'll probably I think I need to start stretching more, doing like probably on Saturdays and Sundays, like doing like stretches and like stretching more because I be my muscles be tight. So and which hurts. I know one time I was doing it, my brother said I was doing too much, so I slowed down. I was actually doing like 6 to 7 days a week at one point, but I stopped because I was hurting so bad. And my brother was like, "You need to stop doing so much because working out so much because it was hurting me more than it was helping." What's up, Jackie? What's up, Jacob? Um, Look, moderators. I don't do moderators. I don't do moderators. I just started. Look, I can do moderators now that I'm over 500, but I don't do moderators unless you are a member. I'm gonna start doing memberships. I'm gonna start doing memberships and handing out if you're if you're a member, you can be a moderator when I start doing memberships. I'm gonna start doing memberships because I can do those now, so I can start honestly. So if you want to become a member, you can do that when I start doing. I gotta figure out how to do it though. I don't know how to set it up. I gotta figure out how to set up memberships. So I can start doing. People can pay for it, and you can be a moderator, Jacob. But yeah, make sure we're working out, getting that physical activity, and I gotta figure it out. I gotta set up a price point. They tell you the price points that you can do, but I gotta set it up first when I figure out how to do it. And I'll probably look at it this weekend. I'll probably look at it this weekend and figure out how to do it and how to set it up for that whole moderator stuff and memberships. No, that's not enough. And then they don't have, then they don't have it that cheap because you realize YouTube get a cut of it. YouTube get a piece of that. I'm sorry, I don't either. Jacob, I don't either. It can't be that cheap. I don't either. I don't either. You must be young. You gotta be young. Yo, did you just call me dog? I know you young. Yeah, I can tell. I know you young. Calling me dog. But make sure you hit that like button. Everybody that comes in, like, subscribe, comment, share if you haven't. Like, subscribe, comment, share if you have not. Check out my playlist. Check out my lives that you haven't seen. I am coming up. I'm doing good with these lives. Because I did a lot. This is month 5. January is month. This is like 5, going on 5 months. I've been doing these lives. I do most of the time. I do 3 a day. Sometimes I do 2 if I feel like my son don't be he be want me to come in his room and watch TV with him. So that's what I've been doing Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday because I ain't do it Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday to build up chicken. But make sure we're taking breaks from stress. Make sure we're taking breaks from stress. Practicing relaxation technique skills such as meditation, yoga, deep breathing. They have like the calm out. Some people have the calm out where they can do meditation stuff. Then I think it's stuff here on YouTube too, where they have like meditation stuff too on YouTube for free that you don't have to pay for. So y'all can check that out. Seek social support. Make sure we're seeking social support. Connecting with loved ones and friends. Connecting with loved ones and friends. If you have any close friends that you can trust, that you can have there to like have someone to talk to, have somebody to talk to, a close friend or loved one, family member, whatever it may be. Join social groups and our clubs, social support groups and our clubs. Consider volunteering, giving back in your community. Consider volunteering or giving back in your community for like that social support that you need. Developing coping mechanisms. Y'all develop some coping mechanisms, which are give you some examples. Identify and challenge negative thoughts. Make sure we're not thinking negatively. Thinking negatively, and if you are, challenge those negative thoughts. Try to turn around. Try to find the positive side to certain situations. Try to find positive side when you're dealing with negative stuff. The brighter side to the negative side to whatever you're going through. I know these days people are struggling financially, like me. These days people are struggling financially, like me. But make sure you're straight and thinking positive, try to be positive, try to find the bright side to you're going through stuff financially, you're going through stuff wherever it may be, try to find the positive side. I don't know, at work, so people go through things at home, but try to find the negative things to positive side to like negative thoughts. Learn healthy ways to manage stress. Learn healthy ways to manage stress, whether that's through working out, because working out, exercising does help with stress. Exercising does help with stress. I picked up painting, started painting for fun to deal with stress. Meditation does help with stress also. Going to get a massage, going out to eat, doing something fun to help de-stress. So have a de-stress moment. If you need to look, have a mental health day. Some people like having mental health days where some people just take off work because they need a mental health day. I done did. I've done it before where I took off work because I needed it because I was like before I blew my top and did something I regretted. So I had needed that mental health day, a day to like chill, relax, and you like let everything out. Journaling. Journaling is also good. Get things out on paper, write things out. Drawing. Some people like drawing. Some people like doing some people like painting, fishing, gardening, doing stuff like that. I don't know, playing golf, playing a sport. Some people like playing basketball to like de-stress, to get to like de-stress and manage stress. Seeking social support when needed. If you need help, if you're dealing with trauma, childhood trauma, adult trauma. I'm tired. Adult trauma. Seeking professional help like therapy and counseling. Seeking professional help like therapy and counseling. Going to a psychiatrist, going to the doctor, so he can if you're having issues mentally, go see your doctor so he can refer you to a therapist or a counselor, refer you to the right people that can help you get a therapy, go help you find a therapist or a counselor if you're dealing with stuff like mentally. And I gave out some numbers earlier if you're dealing with certain situations like the national. I gave out the number to the National Suicide and Crisis. Gave out the number and to the Trevor Project Lifeline. Then I also gave out the number for the Rape, Abuse, and Incest National Network and the National Child Abuse Hotline and Love is Respect and the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services. I gave out the number and other websites and stuff like that for those 11. I forgot the word, but I gave out the number for those programs. If you need that help, you can go back and watch it. I've given it out pretty much. I've gave those numbers out a lot. I haven't in like a probably like a week or two. So I was just like reiterating for the people that haven't seen it. Let's see, prioritize your emotional well-being. Make sure we're prioritizing our emotional well-being, expressing feelings openly. Make sure we're getting things off our chest, telling people how they feel. I know. Give you an example. It was somebody was playing a joke at me, a joke with me. I wasn't upset. It was like kind of crazy, but I was thinking something about somebody, and I basically kept it in. And good thing I didn't say it, because somebody actually caused me to think something bad about somebody else. And they was playing a joke, and it kind of took it too far, and it was like really, really ugly. It's kind of messed up. They took it too far. But basically, express your feelings. Don't keep stuff in because it stresses you out. It stresses your body out. So tell people how you feel. Don't keep stuff bottled in. Don't keep stuff bottled up because it does cause stress. Put stress on you, and that's not good for you mentally, physically, or emotionally to be like stressed out. Practice gratitude. Be grateful for the things that you have, no matter how small it is, no matter how big it is. Be grateful for everything that you have: food, clothes, shelter, shoes. Got toothpaste, got toothbrushes to brush your teeth. You got soap to shower with, to bathe with. So it's like little stuff. Even glasses. If you got glasses, you can afford glasses. Be grateful that you can afford glasses to go to the eye doctor. Some people can't even go to the doctor. Be grateful that you got health insurance to go to the doctor because some people don't. Some people don't have food. Some people don't have clean water. Be grateful for clean water because you got clean water. I'm like, it's a lot of people that don't have certain things, the smallest things, socks. Homeless people out here, they say the main thing that homeless people need is socks. So be grateful you got socks, undergarments, whatever it may be. Be grateful for it because some people don't even have it. Some people don't have clean clothes. You got clean clothes. Some people got to walk around here in dirty clothes and stuff. Be grateful for even the smallest things in your life. Grateful you got sight, you can hear, you can see, you're breathing, you woke up, you're healthy, pretty healthy. So be grateful for even the smallest things and enjoy and spend time in nature. Engage in activities you enjoy and spend time in nature. Engage in activities you enjoy and spend time in nature, whether it's through hiking. Some people like jogging, some people like going in the park, having a picnic in the park. Just go to the park, chill out in the park, listening to the birds or whatever it may be, enjoying the breeze, enjoying the wind, enjoying the breeze, whatever. Getting regular medical checkups. Make sure we're getting regular medical checkups at the doctor. Manage chronic conditions effectively and avoiding excessive alcohol or drug use. Educate yourself. Learn about mental health conditions and symptoms. Seek reliable information from reputable sources. Stay informed about available resources and support systems. Seek professional help when needed. If you are experiencing persistent or severe mental health issues such as depression, anxiety, or trauma, it is crucial to seek professional help from a therapist, a psychiatrist, or a counselor. Early intervention can significantly improve outcomes and prevent mental health conditions from worsening. Remember, mental health care is not a one size fits all approach. What works for one person may not work for another. It's important to seek support from others and professionals when needed. So I'm gonna end it there. Make sure you guys see if there's anything else in here. Men, y'all make sure y'all take care of y'all mental health because y'all don't like going to the doctor. Men, make sure y'all taking care of y'all mental health. It's okay to seek help if you're dealing with things mentally. To my guys out there, it's not a sign of weakness. It's not a sign of weakness. You're not weak if you go get the help that you need. It's weak when you don't get the help that you need. So, men, God, take care of your mental health. Take care of your mental health. 1 in 5 Americans, adults experience a mental health condition in a given year. 1 in 6 young people have experienced a major depressive episode. 50% of all lifetime mental illness begins by age 14 and 75% by age 24. Suicide is the second leading cause of death among people ages 10 to 14. So take care of yourself, keep a check on the kids, make sure they do. I know, and that's happening because of bullying. Kids be out here bullying kids, and then they feel like they're worthless and stuff when they're not. So check on your kids, make sure you're loving on them, caring on them, tell them they're giving them telling them they're good people, giving them positive feedback in life, make sure they're straight and not feeling like they're worthless. Let's see, 65.4% of United States adults with serious mental illness received treatment in 2021. 47.2% of United States adults mental illness received treatment in 2021. 10.6% of United States adults with mental illness had no insurance coverage in 2021, which is a problem. 11.9% of United States adults with serious mental illness had no insurance in 2021. This is why people can't get help because they ain't got no insurance. They can't get help because they ain't got the money to pay to go get help, which is a huge problem. 160 million people live in a designated mental health shortage area, meaning either they can't afford it or they don't have nowhere to go to get help for their mental health. So make sure get straight with that. But I'ma end it there. Hope y'all have a good night. God bless. Make sure you love yourself. Take care of yourself. Look in the mirror. Say say some positive things about yourself. Write down five things that you like about yourself. Look in the mirrors. If you say one thing, looking in the mirror, say I'm beautiful, I'm great, I'm handsome, I'm smart, I'm pretty, I am strong, whatever it takes. Give yourself that positive reinforcement. Say some positive things about yourself. Love yourself, care for yourself, be kind to yourself, be kind to others, put love into this world, put positive energy into this world, be the peace, be the light. God bless and y'all have a good night.